Hi everyone, this is Christina with Yoga Lifestyle. Today I will do a short workshop type of practice around downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. The reason I really love this pose is because of the variety of things you can do in it and around it. Also, how important it is for our practice to invert safely, and this is one of the poses that will actually bring you that. So when I practice downward facing dog, I actually like to start onto my knees and adopt a puppy pose first. So you'll take your knees under your hips and you allow from that table position for the palms to walk forward. Then you take a big inhalation, you gaze forward, and on the exhalation, you will melt the forehead down towards the earth. And I want you to do this again. Inhale, press into the palms, gaze forward. Exhale, melt into the earth and bow. And again, inhale, lengthen. Keep pressing. Roots of the fingers. So the roots of the fingers are connecting towards the earth. And the tips of the fingers as well as the roots of the fingers. So I press, I inhale. You can even come on the tips of the fingers. You can curl the toes under. And then you're going to melt back down into the earth. Exhale. Move the hips left and right. So that's going to give some stretch into the sides of the body. And when you're ready, look forward and walk the palms under the shoulders. I like to move my body forward, bend the elbows and bow to the earth. Press it back. Inhale and find a child's pose. Exhale. Let's do this 2 more times. So we are prepping for that pose. Inhale. Bend the elbows. Exhale and bow towards the earth. Keep the hips over the knees. Press it up. Big breath in, working our triceps. Exhale and press it back for a child's pose. One more. Inhale into the all fours. You can even round into it. Exhale, take yourself to the earth. This time you're going to hold. Press yourself forward and up for a cobra. Inhale. And take it down to the mat. Exhale. As you reach up into the all fours, I want you to curl the toes under. Press it back, mark your child's pose. So the sit bones will reach towards the heels. You're going to press into your toes, leave the knees off of the mat, and allow the whole body to release down onto the ground, become a heavy press. You're going to bend one knee and then the other, moving into the hip area, lengthening through the spine. And then moving like this, left and right. And when you're ready, take a big inhalation and let the knees come back down onto the earth. Tuck your toes under and sit on your heels. Release some tension into the wrist. So you want to feel the wrist not only releasing via the circles, but see what happens if you grab your big thumb with the 4 fingers, maybe making a circle there. One way, the other way. Maybe the palms are going to press into each other. You will take the fingers towards you and up. And you will take the fingers down and forward. And you can go like this, even pressing the prayer down. Take one more breath. Take the palms again forward, big inhalation. So you will see this position from all angles. Exhale and drop the head. I like to take the crown of the head down towards the earth and look back at the space between the legs. You can move again the hips left and right. And you will see here how I like to connect the roots of my fingers down into the mat. And then the palms can connect as well, pressing through the fingers. Take one more breath. Exhale and come back down to the earth. When you reach into your all fours, take a big breath in here. Keep the wrist under the shoulders. Keep the knees under the hips. And send that left leg back. Keep engaging into the back of the left leg. And I want you to drop it to the edge of your mat. When you're ready, extend the right leg to the other edge of your mat. Now press it back and take a wider downward facing dog. So the toes are in, heels are out slightly, and the head is heavy. Move the hips left and right. Enjoy that. You can again bend one knee. So feel when you bend that knee, the body tourniquet turning to the left. You can look under the left arm or above it. And then you drop the head heavy. You bend deeply the left knee and you can look under the right arm. Back to the center. Inhale. Take your knees towards the mat, touch the toes together, and press it back for a child's pose. Exhale. You can stay here. Sometimes I like to thread the right arm under the left, and I release. I release the wrist. And then I take the right arm forward and the left arm under the right. Breathe in and breathe out. As long as you need here to breathe, to turn, and the left palm is gonna reach forward. Round it up like a cat, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, turn the toes under, take the body forward, take knees, just chin into the mat. Slide it forward, inhale, cobra or upward facing dog, and send it back. Press through your child's pose and lift smoothly into a downward facing dog. Now walk the palms towards the feet and grab the opposite elbows and let yourself safely and gently sway left and right. So go to one side and go to the other. From one side into the other. Very heavy, crown is heavy. Then you take a flat back, inhale, look forward, walk the palms forward towards your downward facing dog. As the head drops heavy, I like to bring my big toes to touch. So I will show it again to you. So big toes are touching, palms are forward, and left leg is gonna reach up into the ceiling. And you can stay here. You can bend that left knee, you can open the left hip. You can come back and square. You can take a knee into the forehead and round. It's your choice what you do. You can even make a hip circle. And the left leg is gonna go for that three-legged dog. Exhaling, left foot down. Both knees come down. Round it up. Let's take a back bend. So open through the chest, look up. Make two fists. Take those fists into your lower back. You are not gonna have a lapel, so it's gonna be way more comfortable. You're gonna press yourself forward and up so the body opens. Inhale. Exhale. When the palms reach down onto the earth, round like a cat, big toes touch. I press it up and back in downward facing dog. And then the right leg is gonna lift. You can extend, you can bend the knee and take the heel into the glute. You can take the forehead to the knee and round. You can send it up and make circles one way, the other way. And then you can press through the right heel and just enjoy your three-legged dog. Keep extending through the back. Right leg, inhale. Let it all out. Right foot comes down to meet the left. Find your way into plank pose, this time taking Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big exhalation out, downward facing dog. Take one more breath here, let the head heavy. And let the knees touch the mat. Keep your knees separated. Grab your hips and make big circles into the hip area. Feel your knees being massaged. You can stay here, go the other way. You can take a big inhale and move into the right, taking a spinal bend. Finding your center. Moving to the left. Finding your center. And exhale. Take a big breath in, look up, let the breath out, take you down into the mat. Curl the toes under and find another downward facing dog. So I have days, I will show you from the back. I have days when my feet are closer to each other and I press in my downward facing dog. There are days when my feet are hip width apart and I lift through the toes, I press it back. Heels can be slightly out or slightly in depending on your hips. Sometimes I like a wider downward facing dog. You can also, in wider downward facing dog, you can walk the palms closer till the hips stack over the heels and left palm comes under and grabs the right leg. Look under the right arm. Or right arm goes, grabs the left leg and you look under the left arm. You are still supported, but the hips are over the heels. So it's not a lot of weight into that left wrist. Switch again. Try again on the right side. Beautiful. Walk your feet towards the center of the mat. Round yourself all the way up. Take a big breath in. Now separate your feet enough that when you look at your wrist, they are over your ankles. So I'm making here a big space. I take a big space between my feet. I spread the fingers. You can lengthen up. And exhale, bow it down. Flat back, inhale. You can walk the palms forward and take a downward facing dog with straddle legs. Head is heavy. Hips can be moving left and right. You can stay at the center, taking flat backs and then melting. Or you can fold in the direction of the left leg. Right palm stays forward. Or you can move in the direction of the left leg, of the right leg. Left palm stays forward. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. If you feel like coming back at the center, take a flat back, release some blood that's flowing down into the crown of the head. You can walk the palms to the right, turn the right toes to the right and bow. Just feeling the inner parts of your legs, releasing left toes to the left, bowing to the left. Find your center, inhale. I like to walk towards the right foot, drop the left knee down, right knee follows, press it back. Child's pose. I press into the all fours, mostly rounding, taking myself down and peeling to the earth. Pubic bone first, belly, chest, and forehead last. For a cobra on the inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhaling down to the mat. Press into the palms and knees to lift into the all fours. Curl the toes for a downward facing dog. Adjust your feet to your comfort. Press yourself into those heels. Let the heels melt towards the mat. Engage into the back of the legs. Left leg might lift, left knee might bend. You can stay here. Or flip your dog. Let the foot touch the earth. Be safe. Open through the chest. And then you can switch. Left palm down. Left leg first lift up. Left foot touches the mat. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog, right knee bends, eye open. Or I slowly take myself, listen to your lower back. Open the chest and arch, listen to the middle back. And then immediately coming back down, slowly lifting through that right leg. Right foot comes back down. Bend one knee, bend the other, drop the chest. Into the all fours, arch, cats and cows, inhale. Round, exhale. Go again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Coming down onto your elbow, palms are forward. You can also make a fist. So you can be on your elbows with the palms fist interlaced like this. Or palms can be touching the mat. Take a big breath in. Curl the toes and lift it up. Dolphin pose. Let the head heavy. Feet can be separated. They can be closer to each other. Crown of the head is heavy. I'm pressing into the forearms, moving the sit bones back, getting a stretch into the back of the legs. Take one more breath. Move farther if it's uncomfortable. And bring the knees down. Keep the forearms down. So if you cannot take downward facing dog, forearms stay down. Left leg can lift. Crown of the head is pointing at the fingers. Left heel presses back. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Left knee comes down and switch. Right leg lifts. Let the blood flow towards the crown of the head. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Keep the palms pressing down. Keep the crown of the head heavy. One more. Both knees down. Press into the palms. Reach it up. Big toes might be touching. Big thumbs might be touching. And then the wrist will come under the knees. Knees stay together. And I'm going to move in circles. So with the knees together, you allow these big circles from the hips. It feels so good. Go one way, go the other way. Curl the toes for your last downward facing dog. Explore it, breathe. Take one more. Round it forward. Find your plank. Knees can be down to the mat or off of the mat towards Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Child's pose. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. If you want to round it up, since you are laying down with the head down for a while, allow your breath to soften. I like to lift and stack the shoulders over the hips, crown of the head, closing your eyes, feeling the palms onto your quads. Let all the energy from the crown of the head fall down, move down into the sacrum, into the tailbone, into the legs, down into the earth. Breathe it in. Let all that out. No tension in the neck. If you need to make a circle, make a circle. Go the other way. You can look to the right and look to the left. And back to the center. I invite you to rest here. You can also tuck the toes under and give the back of the feet a stretch. One palm on the belly, one on the chest. And let your breath move you. Find stillness. Three more breaths. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. You can practice this series in combination with the yin postures that I'm going to upload. So you'll have 2 classes that you can combine in one. I wish you a beautiful Sunday. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.